massive supply chain backlog is partially to blame for the higher prices we're all seeing on items from groceries to gasoline to new cars. And one of the easiest ways to visualize this traffic jam is the scene at the Port of Los Angeles, the busiest cargo port in North America, where hundreds of thousands of shipping containers are waiting to be unloaded, and dozens of ships are stuck just offshore with cargo on board. Here to discuss is Gene Seroka, the executive director of the Port of Los Angeles. Gene, thanks so much for joining us. It's been 5 days now since President Biden announced that your port would move to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service. Have you seen any of the backup start to alleviate?
Yeah, good afternoon, Jake. And yes, we have. Last week, when I reported to the senior administration officials as well as the president, we had 25% of all cargo on our docks sitting here for 13 days or longer. That's been just about cut in half over the last week. We've also seen impressive moves on our rail product where we've cut back the amount of rail containers that have been sitting here for long periods of time by about half over the last month.
So is it true that there are currently about 250,000 shipping containers sitting at the port waiting to be unloaded? And whatever the number is, how does that compare to a normal day?
We've got about 2 weeks worth of work sitting at anchor right now, Jake. That's about 200,000 20-foot equivalent units, or containers as we call them. And really the question right now is, how do we segment this cargo? There's product that needs to get out there in super fast speed. Think about the toys, the other Christmas products, and parts and components for factories. Then there's other product that's been ordered just in case, and we need to move that away so we can really focus on the product that needs to get to market.
What kinds of items specifically are the highest priority that are on these ships and in these containers that are still stuck in the port?
Mostly our retail products, Jake, and that would be anything from toys to bicycles, footwear, clothing, all the things that we would buy for family and friends during the year-end holiday season. At the same time, about 20% of our import lift are those parts that go to factories, the big three automotive folks in Michigan, as well as their tiered suppliers throughout the Midwest, and others who really need these components to get there so they can build their final products.
The White House proposed this as a 90-day plan, the idea of the Port of Los Angeles working 24/7, 90-day plan. Is that going to be enough time to fix these bottlenecks?
Well, we should be able to make good progress, but this is going to take some time. Most folks are telling me right now that we'll see strength in the import market through an early Lunar New Year in February of 2022. And then the major retailers have told me directly the second quarter of next year is going to be focused on replenishing this inventory. We've been buying more than ever as American consumers, and the retailers have really tried their level best just to simply keep up with demand, much less build in stock. And in fact, our inventory sales ratio as a nation is the lowest it's been since pre-recession days.
So do you think you need to keep up this 24/7 plan until next summer?
Yes, we're going to have to work all out. And realistically, right now, through our data mining, we've seen that 30% of our truck appointments go unused every day, whether it be from the 8 to 5 shift during the day or the 6 p.m. shift at nighttime. We've got to take advantage of that latent capacity and squeeze every minute and every hour of efficiency out of the port that we can.
So a lot of Americans might have been surprised to find out that the biggest port in North America wasn't already a 24/7 operation. Why wasn't it? Was there just not the demand at the time?
There's an entire orchestra of players that has to get on the same schedule. Our truckers are federally mandated to drive no more than 11 hours a day. And the American Trucking Association has said we're short 30,000 truckers right now across the country. Our warehouses, of which we boast 2 billion square feet from the shores of the Pacific out to the desert region of Southern California, typically only work during the day. So part of what the president did last week was to telegraph to our largely private sector supply chain partners, you need to work more hours.
All right, Gene Seroka, thank you so much. Please come back and keep us abreast of what's going on. And if you need us to push on our end, the public officials, let us know. 16 Americans and a Canadian kidnapped in